सज के बंदर से तो खुद को सुर का झटका
You can't be saying that a man is inconsiderate. Who gon' pay the bills if I ain't out here working very late?
I ain't saying we'll be coming home late at night, but I'll be mad as hell cause all you wanna do is fight.
Fight about what? You know a man don't like no stress. Marriage was made by women cause the women love the man.
What you talking about? You think you Mr. Know-it-all? Man-made marriage and that's my last word.
Be careful, my girl.
You're gonna be stupid and dumb,
Don't let me get you, my girl.
and you just know it's fun. You just a little
So what the hell?
and I'm killing.
I'm out of here.
Get out the door, don't you know me?
सबसे पहले शादी थी यार जहां में जिसने की उसको ढूंढो पकड़ो पीटो गलती किसने की
सबसे पहले शादी की चारों जहां में जिसने भी उसको ढूंढो पकड़ो पीटो गलती उसने की वो था सजाई पंखी फसाई उसने तो सब कुछ किया
पानी मिले ना मारा ऐसी जगह हर जगह
अभी जो भाई
के दुनिया के कोने बस हम दोनों ही सोने उंगलियों में अपने चर्च हम पे करती है खर्च लाइफ ने ऐसा धोया मैं चांद बना के सोया सुबह से मैंने बोला ये बोला बोला सुबह होने ना दे
पता चल गया था. By the time I reached you, I knew.
शाल शाल नहीं आ रही है.
के बाद भी तसल्ली हो जाए पहले जो आजकल ठंड लगती है अभी तो 18th वाली स्टोरी नहीं है ना. साले 18 तारीख को मिले थे उनको, ये भी याद नहीं होगा अभी इसलिए विंटर्स का नहीं होता.
There has to be some reason because they're fake. I think it's just that the fear. Even if there is such a huge crowd, they're very clear as to what is happening. I think that's the thing.
We take it more.
You take note.
बहुत लगता है.
ढूंढ ही नहीं रहा है, पता नहीं आया कहाँ है. अब तक खा भी रहे हैं.
कहाँ है मुझे तो.
मैंने तो बहुत कैसे वहाँ पे आएगा.
खाना पड़ेगा. खाना पड़ेगा.
अमेरिका तुम यूएस चले जाओ।
about 40 minutes straight. Can we start, please? So I'd like to invite on the stage Sameer Palanikar, who's going to be our the then Praveen Bhagwat. Professor Mushi. Professor Chaturvedi. And Professor Malna. We start with the lighting of the lamp and followed by the invocation.
सिद्धिविनायकं अनिशं चिन्तयाम्यहं सिद्धिविनायकं अनिशं चिन्तयाम्यहं सिद्धिविनायकं अनिशं चिन्तयाम्यहं प्रसिद्धगणनायकं विशिष्टदायकं वरं सिद्धिविनायकं अनिशं चिन्तयाम्यहं प्रसिद्धगणनायकं विशिष्टदायकं वरं सिद्धिविनायकं अनिशं सेवितम् अखिल जगत् प्रसिद्ध यक्ष किन्नरारि सेवितम् अखिल जगत् प्रसिद्ध मूल पंकज मध्यस्थं मोदकहस्तं सिद्धिविनायकम् भाद्रपदमास चतुर्थ्यां ब्रह्मणादिपूजितं पाशाङ्कुशधरं छत्रचामरपरिवेशितं रौद्रभावरहितं दासजनहृदय विराजितं प्रौहिणयनुजार्चितम् ईहनवर्जितम् अत्रिराजसुधात्मजम् अनन्तगुरुगुहाग्रजं भद्रप्रदपदाम्बुजं भासमानचतुर्भुजं सिद्धिविनायकम् अनिशं चिन्तयाम्यहं प्रसिद्ध तीर्थगणनायकं विशिष्टतदायकं वरं सिद्धिविनायकम् I just started my PhD.
Welcome everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this inaugural function of the 25th year reunion of the batch of 90. Joining me on stage today are Professor Indranil Manna, the Director of IIT Kanpur, Professor Chaturvedi, who is the Deputy Director, Professor Venkatesh, who is the Secretary of the Alumni Association, Professor Prabhat Munshi, the Dean of Resources and Alumni, and Praveen Bhagwat, who is the Batch Coordinator for 1990. So before we start, let's give ourselves a rousing applause because this year we have broken all the records for reunions by registering 120 attending alumni. And this makes it the largest Silver Jubilee reunion in the history of IITK. The previous best was 119, which was the batch of 89. So I want all of you to join me in 3 loud cheers that the entire campus can hear. IIT 90 ka tempo, high! IITK 90 ka tempo, high! IITK 90 ka tempo, high! Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here at the reunion. 1986 seems only like yesterday when I arrived at Kanpur Central and then by bus to the IITK campus. It was really a magical world that was filled with hopes and dreams, but with a sense of uncertainty, not knowing what the future held for me. But those 4 years were the best of my life. Being a Marathi from Gujarat, IITK was my first true introduction to diversity. I met Biharis, Bengalis, Pahadis, Bhaias, Punjabis, Assamese, Madrasis, and pretty much Indians from all corners of the country with whom I forged long-lasting relationships that endure to this day. I came to IITK pretty cocky, thinking I was the best. But that myth was crushed very quickly. At IITK, I met many Bakayats who were orders of magnitude more smarter than me. The ease with which they navigated academics, sports, debates, cultural events, and student elections always amazed me. It made me realize that the world always has people much more talented than you. It was a humbling yet inspiring experience. Till recently, I used to wonder how important the engineering education was for our lives. But Manish Agarwal from EE, he actually summarized it very nicely. He said that engineering is a way of thinking about problems. Most trained engineers end up managing people, not machines. My IITK education gave me 3 things. One is an analytical approach to problems, an opportunity to be associated with brilliant minds, and finally, many, many lifelong friends. And at this reunion, I'm glad to be back among those friends. Let's kick back, relax, and freely share stories about our lives without the fear of judgment or comparison. Let's reminisce and relive those 4 years that will be a part of our lives as long as we live. Thank you. I would like to invite Professor Venkatesh to speak to the audience.
A little bit of statistics and self-backpatting, as we say. The Alumni Association is doing very well, thanks to all of you, of course. Particularly the 25th reunion batch, which has really lived up to expectations and exceeded it. We are having this time, for probably the first time, reunions of every batch with a gap of 5 years. We have had the 45th reunion, which rather inaccurately is called the Golden Jubilee reunion. And then we had the 20th just 2 days ago, we had the 25th. Right in a couple of days we are having the 30th, then the 35th, then the 40th. What did we miss? We missed the 50th. And those people are coming also in March. They are the pioneer batch, and that will practically cover everybody unless we start doing the 11th and 12th and 13th and so on. We probably will after a little while, depending on people's enthusiasm. So you still have a few more reunions to cover. This batch will, 5 years from now, I expect to come for the 30th and then the 35th reunions and so on. So we will be meeting each other. I might not be the secretary, of course, probably will not be. But you still have some visits in the offing. We'll try to live up to that. Now, this winter has been very cold and this has played a bit of havoc with our reunions. People don't show up, the flights don't come and so on. But given the fog outside, you can, I mean, it's impressive to see the number of people who are here, probably because of the fog outside. Whatever reason you are all here, welcome you all to move on to the next event, which will be the address by the Deputy Director.
Thank you, Venkatesh. On behalf of the Institute, it's my pleasure to welcome this Silver Jubilee reunion of the 1990 batch. I'm extremely delighted to see the house full here and to see that this batch has broken all records. This work is not possible unless several of you, maybe 8 to 10 of you, have put in a lot of time in the last 1 year or so. So the list of volunteers may be pretty long, but I happen to know the name of some of them. So I would like to congratulate the ones whom I know. I'm sure there are some others whom I don't know. So, of course, Samir Palnitkar for his all-round effort. Praveen Bhagwat. And our own man in some sense, Navneet Singh. I happen to hold some official positions in the institute for the last 5-6 years, and I find something very unique that this batch has done. For the first time as the Deputy Director of the Institute, I received an email from 3 of you. And that email was showing the eagerness, the anxiety to contribute, and the love of the Institute. I would say a special thanks to Raghu Subramanian, Ranadev Rai, and again Navneet Singh. Never in the past have I received an email with a detailed document attached as to the kind of homework that the batch has been doing, the kind of surveys that you have been doing about what you can do for the institute, and what are your feelings about the country as a whole, and how you want to give back to the society that has made you what you are today. In this context, I have a few words to say. In today's world, universities are primarily measured by the visibility of their research. And a couple of batches prior to yours have tried to contribute directly to increase the visibility of IIT-based research. Doing research is one thing, making it visible is something that doesn't flow automatically from there. So I would like to share a couple of things that earlier batches have done. So we have a strong group in our aerospace department that is involved in unmanned aerial vehicles. So one alumni, I should not say batch, actually I should say one alumni, Prabhu Goel, has come forward and contributed directly in terms of funds for this group to be able to make actual prototypes in terms of 3 different categories of UAVs. One is the fixed wing, the other is the flapping wing, and the third is the quad rotor. Because if the group is able to make those prototypes, show the real flights, and get them in applications involved in the country, for example in security, surveillance, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Defense, then it will directly contribute to the visibility of what IITK is trying to do in terms of research. There is another interesting thing that has happened only about 15 days back, or maybe I should say a month back. And this is truly from a batch where about 5 or 6 batch members who are at the threshold of their second innings, so to say, they have done the first innings, they are pretty satisfied with what they have achieved. Now they are at the threshold of starting the second innings. They are all 50 plus. So they came to the institute and they asked me to give them a list of 15 potential technologies or interesting things that faculty members have been doing in the campus. They would like to go around and see if they could identify 1 or 2 of them and take it to the market. In the last 1 month, a lot of traction has happened. They've already zeroed in on 2 of those 15 projects, and they are planning to actually launch a company by the name of their batch. And the hope and the desire is that this would translate into some visibility for the research that is being done in the campus. And if it actually gets a lot of traction in the market, then yes, that goal would indeed be achieved. So I'm sharing this from this platform only because of the reason, because I thought that this batch is a very, very eager batch. It has already done a lot of work. So I should add these points and use this opportunity. Now coming back to your stay here, so I happen to be the Deputy Director, so I'm responsible for the resources and facilities here. Whenever reunions take place in the campus, it is more like a festive spirit. I often feel like it's like Holi or Diwali for the campus. Every wing of the institute administration tries to put its best foot forward, but despite that, I'm acutely aware that we lack resources at several places. And at some places, in terms of facilities, we will be found wanting. So I request you to bear with us wherever we are not able to live up to your expectations. Because having done academics here, you are used to the best. You may not get the best here because the facilities are still sort of trying to catch up with the numbers and the scaling that has happened. I hope that we'll have a very pleasurable time here and we'll enjoy our evening. Thank you very much.
It's a biting cold and very severe winter time, veil of fog, bringing some kind of a mystery around, and this loud cheers of IITK Katempo High Head. All these are reminiscences. Welcome to IIT Kanpur. And you have maintained a tradition, all of you arrived late. This period, beginning middle of December until middle of January or even later, is a time to welcome batches of alumni, and this has become a big tradition. And when your batch coordinator announced that you have broken all the records by adding 1 from 119, I thought the trick must be that you have already one Navpreet Singh here. To boost your morale and take you to that record number. We are always proud of you. I often maintain that alumni are the biggest trophy that an institution like ours can always display and be proud of. Having completed 25 years from your graduation, you're all at the either reaching or about to reach the peak of your career. And it's very gratifying that you have come back in such large number and with such deep force and enthusiasm to pay your respect to your alma mater. I would again repeat something that I often quote, that about two things in life one really has a choice, the parents and the alma mater. So it is a bond that you carry all your life. We all do that. And we obviously are proud of this bond. This is time to welcome you and also share the aspirations and the ground reality of the Institute. Professor Chaturvedi already gave you a very nice discourse about the current initiatives of the Institute, the present situation. Let me add a few more. First of all, you must realize that 25 years ago, in terms of sheer numbers, IIT Kanpur was at a different platform. If I quote certain numbers, for example, the student strength is now 6,500, maybe over 6,500. We have just crossed the faculty strength of 400. We are currently at 401. The non-teaching staff would be about close to 500. The campus remains exactly that same 1,050 acres. The total floor area that we have at our disposal is about 150,000 meters square. But compared to that, the ground coverage, if I tell you, you'll be surprised, is 75,000 meters square. So we have essentially, this is exactly the reflective, this is a reflection on the situation that most of our buildings in the campus are only two-story buildings. Those of you, I saw your alumni list, some of you are now based in Singapore. So you definitely appreciate that this wasn't really the right thing to do. But then 50 years ago, when IIT Kanpur was established in Kalyanpur, nobody dreamed that someday we'll be reaching a campus community strength of about 12,000 people. Now, this campus not only houses these many people in different capacities, but also is situated in a city which poses tremendous amount of problem for our growth, against our growth. This is reflected in terms of our difficulty in faculty, hiring good faculty, retaining good set of faculty, and even students these days. You were all happy traveling from Barachora to Kalyanpur on tempo taxi. But those days are gone. Even students today, before coming to a campus, also inquire about what are the amenities that particular city can offer. There are many, many issues. I won't really call problems, because problems are everywhere. There are many issues that we are trying to overcome. It's very true that an institution from the outside world, is seen by the prominence, the research output, the technological innovations, particularly for an institution like ours. The innovations that take place in this institution. There's no dearth of them. The list may be quite long, but probably we are not very competent in advertising them or sharing them with the rest of the world. At the same time, there is a lot of need for us to wake up and try to catch up with the rest of the world. Yesterday evening, I saw a mail and was very pleasantly surprised and felt extremely proud that one of our technology leaders of the country has featured among the 10 most prominent personalities published by Nature. I'm referring to Dr. K. Radhakrishnan, the present chairman ISRO, who features among the 10 most powerful men in the last year who mattered to the world. Because of course, the success of India in successfully carrying out the mission to Mars. In fact, this particular achievement gets quoted everywhere these days. Now, one of the biggest ambition an institute like ours should have is to count in such national missions, not as a hidden component inside the overall machine or the development, but as a prominent player in such a national goal. In other words, in one of the recent occasions, I narrated that IITs, particularly the older IITs in the last 50 years, have done three things about which there could be no question asked. The standard of education, engineering and technology education that IITs have established over the years, the technical know-how, the knowledge generated through research and development, patents, and even certain levels of technology transfer. And the third, the quality of manpower the alumni IITs have created over the years. Nobody would ever have any doubt about these three things. The thing where probably IITs haven't really lived up to the expectations as yet is about technology development, taking active role in transferring technology to the society. If you read the dream document that Sarkar Committee created, you'll realize that why Government of India before independence thought of creating another set of institutions, despite the fact already about 40 or 50 universities present even at that point of time. The dream was that these IITs would bring in not only a new level of education and create a new set of technical manpower in the country, to make the country ready for forging ahead. But these institutions also would create jobs and create opportunities for the whole nation. Our alumni, not only at Kanpur, in general all IITs, all the older IITs put together, they certainly have created a very, I would say, proud record of entrepreneurship. In a recent survey, these older IITs put together have been ranked as number 4 in the whole world in terms of entrepreneurship record. The 3 ahead of IITs are Stanford, MIT, and University of California. That certainly is a very proud commentary. But then most of these jobs that we have created are created offshore. But it's not about creation of jobs, it's about establishing ourselves as technology leaders. Because Chaturvedi mentioned about our initiatives directed towards so-called mega projects, which essentially will create end-to-end technology solutions for the whole nation. And he mentioned about unmanned air vehicle as one of them. Flexible electronics is another area where the institute is very keen to make a very big stride in the near future. You'll be all happy to learn that one single ministry, Ministry of IT and Electronics, have contributed 120 crores, and the institute also has raised another 20 crores. So in my opinion, this probably is the largest single research grant given by a single ministry to a single institution in this country so far. So money is coming. It's not that we are starved of money. But the point that I wanted to make is the following, that the infrastructure, apart from, of course, quality manpower, is one of the biggest impediments for us to forge ahead. I was truly happy when I also received a copy of that mail sent by 3 of you, addressed to the deans and the director and myself, And actually I'm carrying this printout with me now. I was reading through, and then, in fact, you have touched upon almost all the major issues that the Institute is facing and is keen to have contributions from you all. I'm really grateful that you are thinking in the positive direction and you're very keen to make a mark and pay back. But you know, in my opinion, there is also another thing which you must do. And that's very simple but most effective. You must also demand the best from the institution. You are not only the biggest trophies for the institute, you are also the biggest stakeholders for the institute. You are the ones who actually have the natural right to demand the best from the institute. And that gives enough of impetus for the administration and every other person associated with the institute to take things even more positively and seriously. So we are very keen to make a difference in terms of creating complete technology for the nation. And we just mentioned one or two such areas. I'll read through your list again very carefully and certainly encourage you to raise your level of funds, whatever you have pledged, to even higher level. Keep it ready. And I know you are keen to actually contribute towards a project which will be exclusive to your batch. We'll find out one such possibility, and then I'll convey that through your coordinators. And later on, you may decide whether you would like to contribute towards that. But the Institute, in order to promote such technological innovations, has taken a few positive steps. For example, we have started a so-called technology development initiative, which is now headed by an alumnus. Similarly, we are about to create an information cell which will disseminate all the information about Institute's activities, new projects, all the infrastructural initiatives that we are taking. So please stay in touch with us. Of course, the Dean of Resources and Alumni and Alumni Association both will continue to feed you and collect your feedback. But the most important thing is that you are all very well placed now, and you all have seen the world. So your views and your ideas can certainly give us new clues to us. So in that respect, if you identify a few of the batch who actually can communicate with us and give a shape to that grand project that you would like to support, I think we possibly will do it better that way, instead of just identifying one project right at this moment and say that we are ready to fund that. Since you are serious, we also would like to be serious about it. Mr. Chaturvedi mentioned about certain limitations in the campus, guest house and hostels and so on. 2 years from now, we hope you will see another new wing of the guest house. The capacity will be more than doubled by then. We are also adding up new buildings and new facilities, departmental buildings and so on. A few years from now, I'm sure the infrastructure-wise will be at a better place. But the quality of manpower is the key thing. You may have extraordinary infrastructure, but unless you have the right brain, you won't be able to utilize. And in that respect, it's not only important that we hire great faculty, we must also have extremely good quality of research scholars and students. And geographical location is an impediment, but a few peaks from the institute, which would be hailed by the rest of the world, would make a lot of difference to us. So we are trying to pursue one or two such goals, which will put IIT Kanpur at a much higher level than what we are. And nobody is really lazing away the time. every IIT, every institution in the country is trying very hard to do even better. So the situation is certainly a lot different than what it used to be 25 or maybe 50 years ago. So this is a difficult task and we must rise to the occasion. And in that, contributions from you all, those who are within the system and those who are outside the system now, both are equally. I'll now stop, only again repeating my very warm welcome to all of you and recording my deep appreciation that all of you have come in such large number and with such great enthusiasm. Of course, today and tomorrow we will be around and we'll meet again. But I think let this be just a beginning of a new chapter of your taking interest in the Institute's affairs and your interest to see the Institute being placed at a much higher platform. So thank you very much for listening.
Words of appreciation. At this point of time, we'll turn to the yearbook. So to commemorate the reunion, we have prepared the IITK 90 batch yearbook. The yearbook, think of it as a complete listing of our batchmates. And the objective is to get each one of you to connect with batchmates that you may not have communicated with in a while. So the effort started about 6 months ago, and we tried to gather as much information, but please realize that the information was a little patchy. We got some from the Alumni Association, we also requested them from the individual alumni, and we also used our personal phone books to update the records. But in spite of all these efforts, when you actually see the yearbook, you may still see some errors and inconsistencies. We have tried to edit as much as possible and make it a thing to cherish and keep. But if you do see such errors or gaps in the information, please do accept our deepest apologies. I now request our director, Professor Manna, to formally release the IITK 90 batch yearbook. So I now request Professor Manna to felicitate the alumni and their spouses. The way we will do it, because we are a little short on time, so I'm going to call out names of 3 alumni at once. If you could kind of queue up so we can hurry up a little bit. The names are not necessarily in the order of the roll numbers, just to keep things interesting. So we'll be doing it, but when I call out the names of 3 alumni, please queue up, accept the honor from the director.
So I think I can, yes.